Chef Paws was no ordinary dog. He was a culinary genius in the canine world, known far and wide for his incredible sense of taste and smell. Big and fluffy with a heart of gold, he loved chasing squirrels. He loved belly rubs, but his true passion was always food. Whether it was a simple bone or a gourmet meal, Chef Paws appreciated every bite. But most of all, Chef Paws loved food. He could spend hours in the kitchen, sniffing out the finest ingredients and creating mouth-watering dishes. One day Chef Paws found himself lost. He had wandered too far from home, following an intriguing scent that led him into the bustling city streets. He wandered into a grand hotel. Shiny floors, fancy people. The place was unlike anything he had ever seen before, with its opulent decor and elegant atmosphere. Not a squirrel in sight. Chef Paws felt a bit out of place, but his curiosity got the better of him. Chef Paws sniffed the air. The aroma was irresistible, a blend of savory and sweet that made his mouth water. What was that delicious smell? It smelled like steak and something sweet. He followed his nose, hoping to find the source of the tantalizing scents. Little did he know, this adventure was just the beginning of an unforgettable culinary journey. The smell led him to a pair of swinging doors. Chef Paws peeked in curiously. A busy kitchen. Chefs rushed about, cooking up a storm with great energy. Suddenly, disaster struck. The head chef tripped, sending a whole tray of croissants flying everywhere. What a mess! But Chef Paws saw an opportunity amidst the chaos. He sprang into action, catching the croissants in his mouth. One by one, he saved them. The chefs watched in amazement, completely stunned. The head chef, a grumpy man named Gaston, was furious. His face was red and his eyes were blazing with anger. He couldn't believe what he was seeing. "A dog in my kitchen?" he roared. "Get out!" His voice echoed through the kitchen, startling everyone around. But Chef Paws had other plans. The determined dog stood his ground, his eyes filled with confidence and determination. He nudged Gaston's leg, dropping a croissant at his feet. Gaston hesitated, but then took a bite. The taste was extraordinary. His eyes widened. "Magnifique!" he exclaimed. The flavors were unlike anything he had ever tasted before. Chef Paws wagged his tail happily. He knew he had impressed Gaston. He knew he had a talent. The kitchen staff watched in awe as the dog took charge. He started sniffing at ingredients, pointing with his nose to the freshest and finest items. His sense of smell was impeccable. He barked, suggesting new dishes. The chefs were amazed at his creativity and intuition. The kitchen became a symphony of barks and sizzling pans. Chef Paws had transformed the atmosphere, turning it into a place of innovation and joy. News of the canine chef spread like wildfire. It wasn't long before the entire town was buzzing with excitement. People couldn't believe their ears when they heard about a dog who could cook gourmet meals. The story was so incredible that it quickly became the talk of the town, and soon, the entire country. Guests lined up to try Chef Paws' creations. The hotel restaurant had never seen such a crowd. People from all walks of life, from food critics to curious families, came to experience the magic of Chef Paws' culinary skills. The line stretched out the door and around the block, with everyone eager to taste the unique dishes. Everyone loved his unique dishes. Steak with a blueberry reduction, a combination that was both surprising and delightful. The flavors were perfectly balanced, and the presentation was nothing short of spectacular. It was clear that Chef Paws had a natural talent for creating culinary masterpieces. Salmon with a side of kibble. This dish was a particular favorite among the guests, who marveled at the creativity and thoughtfulness behind it. The salmon was cooked to perfection, and the kibble added a playful touch that delighted both young and old. Chef Paws was a star. Newspapers wrote about him. Headlines proclaimed the arrival of the world's first canine chef, and articles detailed his rise to fame. The media couldn't get enough of the heartwarming story, and soon, Chef Paws was a household name. He even got his own chef hat. The custom-made hat was a symbol of his new status, and was proudly worn by Chef Paws as he worked in the kitchen. It was a perfect fit and made him look even more adorable and professional. Chef Gaston wasn't so grumpy anymore. The success of Chef Paws had brought a new energy to the kitchen, and Gaston found himself smiling more often. He had come to appreciate the unique talents of his furry friend, and was grateful for the joy and success he had brought to the hotel. He had learned a valuable lesson: never underestimate a dog with a good nose. The partnership between Chef Gaston and Chef Paws had become a beautiful example of teamwork and mutual respect. Together, They created dishes that were not only delicious but also filled with love and passion. From that day on, Chef Paws became the heart of the hotel. His presence brought warmth and happiness to everyone who worked there. The staff adored him, and the guests couldn't get enough of his delightful creations. He proved that even a lost dog could find his place, no matter how unlikely it seemed. Chef Paws' journey from a stray to a celebrated chef was an inspiration to all. It showed that with a little talent, determination, and a whole lot of heart, anything was possible. Especially with a little talent and a whole lot of heart. Chef Paws' story was a testament to the power of believing in oneself and the magic that can happen when you follow your passion. It was a tale that would be remembered and cherished for years to come.